Hello and welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. For those of you who don't know me, I of course am the terrible FPL train. I'm saying terrible because you understand why as we go through this video, but of course today is my team selection ahead of game week 27, which starts today. It's a quick turnaround this week in game weeks, so I'm going to be revealing my team selection for game week 27, where I do have one free transfer and I'm all over the place on what I'm going to do. I've got an ideal player I want to bring in, but yeah, I am literally all over the place right now. Why? I was talk about game 26 as to why. Basically, my team is crap still. It's just getting crapper and crapper and crapper. I'm having a shocker this season, honest. I can't get out of this rut. Honestly, it has just been an absolute nightmare. I get a high score yet again, 75 points, and again, I've got another red arrow. It's just beyond the joke. Let's face it, Mbumu's ruined my weekend. The average was 62 points. I scored 75. I still got a red arrow. Why? Because Mbumu ruined my weekend. Literally, he plays on Friday and my whole weekend's ruined because the guys just smashed it and got 14 points. And of course, everybody seems to have Mbumu these days. So, right now, I'm in a real bad way with my team. It's just awful. So, like I said, I got 75 points. Even with the assistant manager chip, I still got a red arrow. I mean, not like the assistant manager was really worth it, so I decided not to make the transfer and keep Iriola for another game week because why? He had Wolves, and I just felt that he'll do all right there. I'll get the win anyway because he was at home. No, they lost 1-0, so I got literally nothing from him. So what a waste of a chip that was for that game week. I mean, I could have made the transfer. I mean, I wish I did make that transfer now because if you remember, I brought in Semenyo, who only got 2 points himself. So what a stinker that was. Anyway, we'll go through it all. So yeah, I'm 1.3 million now, so it was a red arrow. But let's start us off then with my goalkeeper. So I had Martinez, who yet again didn't keep a clean sheet. He did play Chelsea though, so not surprising. So we got 3 points in the end, which I guess is pretty decent. My back line though was actually good for a change. It's amazing really. So the defenders, the 3 at the back, all got a return. So Lewis Hall, although he's conceded 3 goals, which isn't great, he still managed to come away with 2 assists and 2 bonus points. So in the end, he did come away with 9 points there. Happy with that. And then I doubled up on Liverpool defence, and of course Liverpool got that 2-0 win over Man City, which both Konate and Virgil got the 6 pointers there. So happy with that. And then it all goes to pot pretty much after that. So the midfield was absolutely shocking. Luckily, Salah, my captain, is probably the reason why my score is looking high most of the time. And everybody does have him as captain. Scored 14 points, so obviously got 28 from him for being my captain, so I'll say that. Then the rest of them, absolute shit show from him. I mean, it was just shocking. Nothing again from Cole Palmer. Literally, he's had 1 assist in the last 5 game weeks, not scored since game week 21. He has been awful for some time. So that's not looking good, is it? Considering he's 11.1 million. Semenyo came in. I mean, what to do with him, I don't know, to be honest. I think I might have to just keep him for now, but I definitely regret bringing him in. Anthony Gordon's been awful since I brought him in. Absolutely awful. Massively regret bringing him in. Obviously, I brought him in because he had Southampton, kept him after that, and it's been just one hell of a shit show. And then Morgan Rogers currently flagged up with a knock as well. Again, another blank from him. It's just he has not got a return since also game week 21 where he got that assist against Everton. He has been on a real bad run in the Premier League. He's doing alright in Champions League, in the FA Cups. But when it comes to the Premier League, he's not been on it. He's really been showing his 5.6 million value there. So another terrible showing from him. And then that leaves me to 2 strikers. Obviously, Isak was only the one of the 2 attackers that actually did anything. But the problem is, Isak's 57.8% owned. So most people who are probably above me own him anyway. So you got the 2 goals and 3 assists there. So I mean, I can't go wrong. I'm just glad I got him in my team. And then Ollie Watkins, disappointing, went off after 76 minutes, which I was a bit bummed up about. I thought, he would play 90. He didn't, he blanked, and yeah, that one was disappointing, but he's been good for me since I brought him on my team. But yeah, overall then, I got 75 points, I got a red arrow, and my team's just plummeting and plummeting, plummeting. Will it get any better in game week 27? Let's face it, it probably won't. Right then, game week 27 now. Let's go through this team quickly. It's going to be painful, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So, goalkeeper wise, then, obviously, it's going to be Martinez, and obviously, he won't keep a clean sheet, but he's got Crystal Palace away. You kind of think it's decent, but Crystal Palace are in decent form, so what a crap time to want to play them. No clean sheet coming there, I have a feeling. Back three, yet again, but there is a slight change into it this game week. So, Levi Colwill is coming into my starting lineup. He's been out for a while. Probably won't get a clean sheet himself because the last time Chelsea actually kept a clean sheet was game week 17 in that 0-0 draw against Everton. Shocking, really. Absolutely shocking they've been for some time. But he's got Southampton at home, so you kind of expect that to be, guaranteed clean sheet most of the time. So fingers crossed that one works out. And then I've got the double. I've gone for double Liverpool defence, so I've decided to drop, Lewis Hall just because he's playing away, where the two Liverpool guys are playing at home. Bit of a tough one this because Newcastle are going to score goals. I reckon, especially with Isak up front. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm really kind of hoping that it's a 0-0, just because I'd rather have my double defence get a clean sheet than Isak score, just because Isak scores all the time and most people own him. So that's the back three that I'm going for, which means obviously Lewis Hall's going to drop, and obviously Charlie Taylor never plays. Now this is when it gets tricky then. So I've got a 5-man midfield here. So let's talk about Palmer first. He's definitely going to be starting for me. He's got Southampton at home. You could argue, could be up for captaincy there, It's a tough one, but with his bad form and Salah so much in form, it's a real tough decision to go. I could just go, you know what, fuck it and just gamble, because I'm already doing terrible this season anyway. So that's something to think about. I've got Semenyo, who's going to be possibly in my team still, for Brighton away. I'm expecting a reaction from Bournemouth. We'll have to see there. Now I've got Jarrod Bowen here. Now it might be surprised, it might not be. But the reason why, it's tough really, but the guy's in form, to be fair to him. He is in some decent form, and his fixture is obviously Leicester City at home, who, I don't know if anybody's noticed, are awful. They are literally terrible at the back. It's probably the worst defence, even though they're not even bottom of the league. Obviously Southampton are just stupid at the back. But kind of leg-wise, Leicester got no legs in the centre halves. They play Vestergaard. He's not Premier League. It's awful. So I expect West Ham to score. And obviously Jarrod Bowen is usually the favourite to do that. So fancy bringing him in. But that is not guaranteed. That transfer has not been made because, like I mentioned with Palmer, Chelsea have got a very tasty fixture against Southampton. And even then, the following game week, so that's obviously game week 28 at the weekend, they have got Leicester City at home. 2 home fixtures, that is, against 2 worst teams in the league. 2 of the 3. So, could I go for a big gamble and get in maybe a Neto or a Sancho? Somebody like that. Somebody to just, change things up a bit. Obviously, Sancho played in game week 25 and started that one, but he didn't start in game week 26, whereas Neto, on the other hand, started in the previous game week, played the full 90 in game week 26, and started in game week 25 as well. The only problem is, because they got such a big squad, you just don't know what they're going to do. And that is the biggest pain in the arse. Now, Madueke's obviously out injured, so his spot is available. So, will Neto continue to start? Neto's the favourite I've got out of the Chelsea players to start or to bring in. But it's a massive gamble because he might not even start, and that would be a real pain in the backside. He's not done great statistically. 13 starts, 2 goals, 3 assists, but it might just be worth a gamble just because of how crap my season's been basically. Salah's obviously going to be starting for me. He's got Newcastle at home. Toss up between him and Palmer. But the fact that he's in so much form, I just feel like he's kind of like Harden was a few seasons ago. You just can't take him off captaincy. The guy barely ever bloody blanks. So for now, I've got Salah as captain, and obviously Morgan Rogers is my final player there. He's got Palace away, who's still got that knocker on him, but I'm kind of expecting him to play at the week tonight. Well, when is Aston Villa game exactly? I can't actually tell you off the top of my head. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the fixtures now. Yes, they do play tonight. So, I mean, could get some team news. That would be pretty handy. If I do get team news, then I can decide what to do with whether to start with. Well, I'll tell a lie. I'm not taking Rodgers out of my team. If he ain't starting, I'm buggered basically because the guy I'm taking out is going to be Anthony Gordon. So, fingers crossed, Rodgers is available for tonight's game. And then finally, then that leaves me, of course, with the front two being Isak and Ollie Watkins. I will have to see how it goes. Isak's got a tough game at the end of the day. Kind of openly does blank though because he's highly owned. And I got a double Liverpool defence, but we'll see how that one goes. No, my luck. He won't score. Anthony Gordon will score because I've took him out of my team, and Liverpool won't get a clean sheet, and I'll be really pissed off basically. And then obviously my final player is of course Ollie Watkins, Crystal Palace away. Fingers crossed he does well there. I could really do with a Watkins and Rodgers combination yet again. Probably won't happen though because I've said that, and I'm going to fail miserably and get another red arrow. Because let's face it, I am in freefall here, and it's really hard to get out of it. But yeah, that is how my team is going to be looking then, possibly for game week 27. Who's going to start for me? I'm unsure. Bowen, Pedro, Neto, or whoever it is that starts Chelsea. We'll have to wait and see, and you'll find out in the next coming days. But yeah, that is it for this video. Let me know what you think of my team. I mean, I already know what my team is. It is shite. But let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think I should probably change. And let me know what you guys are doing ahead of game week 7. Before 27, should I say. Please, 7. I'm losing my mind here. And before you go as well, please don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one.